You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. McAvoy, try swinging your purse next time. It's coming from the guy wearing makeup. A favourable bounce. Head down now as he goes in for the goal. That's 2 in a row for Hawthorn. The home team in trouble. They need to get a move on. The ruckmen, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Clean tap out of the ruck. Able to grab it on the half volley. Quick kick out of the pack by Gibson. And the ball goes over the boundary near the 50. It's a good throw in. He takes control of the loose ball. Mitchell can only watch. Hawthorn getting the fast start. He steadies now in front of goal. He's elected to play on. The ball is thumped towards goal by Proust. The Hawks with a very handy lead early on. Here's the bounce. With the ball now. Superb handball. It's been intercepted by the opposition. Is in his possession. He's heading for home. Great mark under pressure.
Hawthorn have been looking to break the defensive lines with more run and carry and avoid kicking to contests. This has seen a distinct reduction in the amount of marks they are taking, and it's telling on the scoreboard. A clean pickup. McAvoy heading in now. Oh, he's missed it.
It's not the score he was looking for. Jams it on the boot now. Hands like dinner plates. Rioli lets fly with a shot at goal. He's having a ball, if you'll excuse the pun. Goal number 2 for Rioli. The bounce is dead straight. Gains possession. Hodge bumped off the ball. He gets a kick out of the pack. Birchall couldn't keep his hands on it. Kicks hurriedly. He picks it up. Booted by Stratton. He picks up the loose ball. Going for goal number 1. Has it got the carry? Burgoyne gets a point. Hawthorn in front. He'll be disappointed with that effort. Great mark. Bumps the pigskin. The contest, no match for him. Smith picks it up. Going for goal number 1. It's in the air. Hawthorn had 1 to their tally. That's 5 in a row for the Hawks. Hawthorn leads by 33. A favourable bounce. Gibson booting it inside the 50. The ball crosses the boundary. It'll be tossed in from the boundary. The umpire has released the ball. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. Well, it'll be a ball up right near the boundary line. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Chip kick along the wing. Hodge looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one. Thumps the pigskin. Marks. He wants to play on. Going for goal number 1. He had perfect control over the ball right up until the minute he kicked it. Disappointing kick there. Boots it. Nice mark under pressure. Rioli with a kick at goal. Only a behind. The Hawks lead the home team.
Let's play on.
He'll be disappointed with that effort. He looks for a man on the lead. Boots it. Mitchell claims it. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. He gave it a crack, but it sailed wide of the goal. I would have expected him to nail that. He'll be happy with that. 3 goals so far. Well done. The Hawks by 7 goals.
The Hawks are just really comfortable kicking for goal on the run because it's just an extension of their normal field kicking, and they have absolutely no issues there.
Bruce gets the mark without contest. Having a big day going for goal number 4. Hawthorn with the advantage as they lead the home team 43-0. He'll be disappointed with that effort. The loose ball scooped up, approaching the goals now. Mitchell going for number 1. Chalk up a goal for Hawthorn. This kick puts them further into the lead. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Takes possession. Kicked by Gibson. And the ball goes over the boundary near the 50. The boundary umpire has called for the footy. Both ruckmen battling for the front spot. Rioli with the ball. A nothing kick. Roost grabs that one. He wants to play on. There's the siren for the end of the quarter. The score's at Hawthorn 49 to the home team 0.
Hawthorn will be happy with the early scoreboard pressure they are applying to...
The players have received their instructions and they're ready to start play again.
Always make a total effort, even when the odds are against you.
He collects the loose ball. Sicily has his head down now. He can't close the deal, and it's a point. That's one area of his game that does need improvement. He scoops the ball off the ground. I haven't seen him for a while, Richo.
That's right, Dan. His opponents are all over him.
Taken by Gunston. Going for goal number 1. Look at that. He's put it through. That will settle his nerves. The first goal is always welcome. The lead has been increased by Gunston.
He's got the evasiveness and the flashy tricks of a star.
It's impossible to outplay an opponent you can't outthink. Think about that. A desperate kick there. Takes it well. Gunston has the chance to add one more to his tally. Jams it on the boot. A good mark under the circumstances. Looking for another goal here. The Hawks leads by 58. He'll be disappointed with that effort. They may have no option but to kick it long up the middle right here. Here we go again. The bouncing ball is controlled. Quick hands find the running player. He steadies now in front of goal. 30 metres from home. The goal's right in front of Roughhead. He chooses to play on. Roughhead slams one on the boot for goal. That's 9 in a row for Hawthorn. Hawthorn lead the home team 64 to 0. He gains possession. His kicks are like fingerprints. No two ever the same. It's been intercepted by the opposition. It's in the air. The Hawks lead the home team. It's not the score he was looking for. There could be a short option here. Gets boot to leather. A great effort. Picture perfect drop punt. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. Choose to kick it. Great mark under pressure. Sends it on its way. Good mark by McAvoy.
McAvoy has been a solid contributor for this team. His coach will know what to expect from him week to week, which really helps when structuring the team. The Hawks out in front over...
A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Gibson is able to grab it on the half volley. The bouncing ball is controlled. Out of nowhere, the ball shoots out of the pack. Sicily plays it on. McAvoy takes him down, but the kick is away. The ball finds its way into the grateful clutches of the opposition. Nice kick. That's number 2. Hawthorn in front.
Roughhead, it's pretty handy around goal. He just has that sixth sense of knowing where the goals are at all times.
Chips it down towards half forward. He's no oil painting, but look at him climbing the pack like a pop-up toaster. Hawthorn with the advantage as they lead the home team 83-0. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. A favourable bounce. Surely that wasn't the plan, Richo.
That was an absolute shocker.
Duray choosing to play on. Is it high enough, long enough, straight enough? Almost, but not quite. Hawthorn starting to exert some dominance over the home team with the lead of 84-0. I would have expected him to nail that. We'll look for a quick option here. A pinpoint pass is the key. Rioli lines it up. It's in the air. To be generous, you'd say he was just wide of the mark with that shot. The Hawks by 85. I would have expected him to nail that. A mark by Duray. Duray pulls the trigger with the ball sailing for goal. Hawthorn lead the home team 91-0.
Duray is very loyal, but it's not that hard when you're doing what you love.
I've got to say, that's even a better goal the second time around. He's excited about that one. Umpire bounces the ball. Tap to advantage. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. Gunston with the mark. He runs into the goal. He must have intended to kick that somewhere. I'm just not sure where. Boots it. Steady hands there as he holds that one. He shouldn't have bothered. The umpire has released the ball. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. Hits the running man. He has clearly been shopping at Clangers or us. He gathers the loose ball. Mitchell tries his luck with a shot at goal. What was that? He's put it out on the full. Looks like he panicked there. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Jams it on the boot. Drops the mark and McCrummers are waiting. Down goes Smith. Takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies. Just get them in flying formation. Smith will be kicking from, as they would say, downtown. There's been a lot to enjoy in the second quarter. The scores are Hawthorn 91, the home team 0.
Part of the reason why the Hawks, it's a really even, strong squad at half-time. They're tired and the competitive edge isn't there.
Second half is underway.
You can motivate by fear and you can motivate by reward. But both those methods are only temporary. The only lasting thing is self-motivation.
Out of bounds in the pocket. It's a good throw-in. He has the ball. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. The ump has had enough. It's a ball up. He's got the football now. Exclamation point. How about that? The ball finds its way into the grateful clutches of the opposition. McAvoy running in, about to kick. It's in the air. The Hawks over. The home team by 97. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Smith onto the ball. Not what he intended with that kick. Rioli approaching home now. He's getting accustomed to kicking goals. Puts boot to ball. Gunston gets the upper hand. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. Sicily unloads one towards goal. The Hawks in front. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Gibson gets it on the bounce. It's Edward Scissorhands. Sicily sticks out his hands and collects the ball. The Hawks leads by 104. It's not the score he was looking for. I would have expected him to nail that. Marked by Brust. Brust aiming for the goals. Nice goal from Brust. He's kicked 4 and he looks like he's not done scoring yet. This lead getting bigger now. The ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. The bounce is straight up and down. The bouncing ball is controlled. Gibson completely shanked that one. Rioli picks it up. He's heading for home. Is it high enough, long enough, straight enough? Hawthorn by 112. That's one area of his game that does need improvement. He looks for a man on the lead. Great mark under pressure. Thumps the pigskin. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Jams it on the boot. The mark is taken by Burgoyne. A low stabbing kick.
Hawthorn has just been so dominant in the marking contests and it's given them the perfect platform to kick a winning score. The ops to play on. The ball's up. McAvoy knocks it through for a point.
It's not the score he was looking for. Bad kick, resulting in a free to the Hawks. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. 25 metres out. Not a bad idea to run around here and open the face. Mitchell calling on all his skills here. The ball heads out of bounds. Umpire throws the ball in. McAvoy wasn't even close to that tap, and he'd be crazy to think that type of effort will win anytime soon. He steers it out of the defensive 50. He keeps his cool under pressure and kicks the ball out. Jams it on the boot. Takes that one strongly.
Hodge takes a lot of marks during a game, but a lot of them seem to be juggled. If he can just get cleaner hands on the ball, it's just going to give his opponents less chance to spoil in the contest. Birchall takes advantage.
Perfect timing from Gunston. Gunston aiming for the goals. Out of bounds, dangerous spot near the goal. A lot of jostling as the boundary umpire puts the ball back into play. Going for goal number 5. He kicks it gun barrel straight. Hawthorn in front. Replays are great when you can see how talented these guys are at conjuring something out of nothing. Bounce goes the ball. Effective hit out there. Kicks. And the ball goes over the boundary near the 50. The boundary umpire is called for the footy. The umpire's throw is a good one. McAvoy hardly provided a challenge. Rioli kicks an ugly-looking one here. I think it came off the other side of the boot. Roost slots the goal. The Hawks over. The home team by 125. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. The ball in the hands of Gibson. He gets a kick out of the pack. And the ball goes out of bounds. The ball is in the air. McAvoy looked about as coordinated as Disney's Goofy. There's been a lot to enjoy in the third quarter. The scores are the Hawks 125, the home team 0.
If the Hawks can maintain their structures and continue playing on their terms, then this game is a foregone conclusion. So it's just about the last roll of the dice if they intend to make any inroads.
The players are starting to feel the strain of the first 3 quarters now.
After each game, I always wanted to be able to say I gave all I could. I gave it my best.
Smith gathers. Projectile dysfunction, serious problem. Out of bounds, dangerous spot near the goal. The umpire will throw it in. The ball has been thrown in. A favourable bounce. Not a very good kick. The Hawks leads by 126. That's one area of his game that does need improvement. Roughhead kicks it out of bounds on the full. Hastily kicked. Great mark. Puts boot to ball. Smith, the better man there. Projectile dysfunction. Serious problem. Great mark. Roost getting into position for the kick. Set shot from directly in front. The Hawks lead the home team by 127. Disappointing kick there. Nice work from Roost. Shot by Roost. The Hawks get a goal. That could be the final nail in the coffin.
Roost got a really good footballing brain.
Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. With the ball now. There'll be a ball up in the centre square. First hand's important. Mitchell bumped off the ball. Gets the kick off as he's taken down by Burgoyne. He receives the handball. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Wins the hard ball. Bumps the pigskin. A good mark under the circumstances. Looks like he panicked there. Nice mark there. Chip kick along the wing. Birchall grabs that one. Not a pretty drop punt, but it gets away okay. Booted by McAvoy. Almost a touch of synchronized swimming about that mark. Minus the peg. That could be the final nail in the coffin. Replays are great when you can see how talented these guys are at conjuring something out of nothing. Tap to advantage is in his possession. He shouldn't have bothered. Burgoyne has been violating the golden rule of kindergarten. He's not playing well with others. Roughhead marks it. Let's hope the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. The Hawks are in control of this game.
Roughhead needs to gain a more familiar and consistent goal-kicking routine. And when he does that, he will be rewarded with more accurate kicking results.
Frawley presents and takes the mark. He's elected to play on. Mitchell, the better man there, going for goal number 2. All eyes are watching. Mitchell sinks it from a long way out, and that puts them further in front.
Mitchell has been a solid contributor for this team. His coach will know what to expect from him week to week, which really helps when structuring the team.
Not sure what he was trying to attempt there, but the ball has changed possession. Smith kicks it out of the congestion. He takes an uncontested mark. He really should have made more of that. Hawthorn lead the home team by 152. It's not the score he was looking for. Kick to himself. Jams it on the boot now. Almost a touch of synchronized swimming about that mark, minus the peg. That could be the final nail in the coffin.
Hawthorn could just really comfortable kicking for goal on the run because it's just an extension of their normal field kicking and they have absolutely no issues there.
It's out of bounds across the boundary on the wing. The boundary umpire will throw it in. You can see the determination on the ruckman's faces. He controls the bouncing ball. Smith with the torpedo. Nicely intercepted by Rioli. He sneaks away for an uncontested mark. Jams it on the boot. A mark by Roughhead. Took up a goal for Hawthorn. They increased their lead.
The Hawks could just back their pace and skills and they've been rewarded on the scoreboard. It's been pretty impressive.
He's able to thread a needle and that kick comes out of the pack. Nice work from Gunston. The ball being picked up before it makes its target. The opposition forgot about him and he takes the easy mark. Choose to kick it. McAvoy claims the ball and that torp has gone supernova. Mitchell has his head down now. It's going. That could be the final nail in the coffin.
Mitchell's shown a lot of character with his recent performances.
McAvoy timing terrible. He's leaving his messages before the beat. Picked up by Gunston. He runs into the goal. Marked by Roost. Roost scores with a beautiful kick. If this game were being played on water, the Hawks would be walking on it. The bounce is straight as an arrow. He gets his hands on the footy. Not the most exciting match. No real competition between the teams. Disappointing.
Hawthorn established their dominance early and never looked like losing.
At the end of the game, the Hawks are leading the home team 176-0. That's all from us. Thanks for joining us and thank you, Richo. See you again next game.
Thanks, Dennis. I'll see you next time.
Thanks for joining us. As always, it's been a pleasure. We look forward to seeing you back soon.